Alright. Well, a little bit delayed today, but not by too much. I thought it was going to be a little worse. Alright, so let's flick over to the main feed, which, yep, I should be looking a little smoother today because I got a new program to use for my PNG tuber. So that's nice. Let's boot up. Where the frack did it go? Where's Pseudoregalia? There it is. That's fine. I expect all my buds to jump into the studio. Let's just boot up game. Set to. There we go. Don't cut out the audio. I like the music. There we go. Got it on the Discord side, in case we do get any co-coms. Alright. So, I did cheat a little bit after the stream. I didn't play the game, but I did look something up, mostly because I got so mentally sidetracked. I gotta refigure where the hell I gotta go. So, how can I even claim this? Yes. Okay. That's that way. I need to go the other way. So I need to go back to Keep. Because the only thing I did really look up was what was the last of the major power-ups I needed to get and how many I had left. Because with the interface looking the way it did, made me think I had a couple left, or I still had a good chunk of game left in power-ups. Turns out it's the former. There's actually less than I'm getting than I thought. But yeah, both of them are like a tiered upgrade, because I was right in thinking when I saw the what was it? It was the blocked door in the theater that had that like rock wall. Yeah, I was right on the money. There was an upgrade I missed that lets me break those walls. And the reason that was there was because there's another path that that way leads to an upgrade to that upgrade. That's what messed me up. So I need to go grab that upgrade so I can go back to work through the theater, but also means a lot of the stuff I thought I probably couldn't do because I needed more upgrades was just me needing to get good or finding other paths. So this room still confounds me just because. Wait. Anything? Anyone? Nope. Okay. Yeah, a lot of those doors are still locked, and I don't know why. Oh yeah, there was a. Right. Okay. So I know which room it is. I just gotta find it. Not that one. Because it was a room that's been giving me shit since the first stream. I need to go back to that room. Crap. To get back where I need to kind of fix my progress a little bit. Also, here it is. This fracking room. something with this room that gets me an upgrade. That even looks like it's an exit. Yeah, there's something about... This is where I'm going to have to start looking things up. It's the other room, Okay. Because, yeah, no, I literally was in the room with the upgrade. I just fracka missed it. It should be... Not this one. Ah, dang it. Yeah, this room. Where is it? It's saying the strike break should be in this room. Am I looking at the map wrong? No, I'm stupid. It was the other room. But again, where is it? Oh, this is gonna be... Yeah, this is the headache inducer. Because, yeah, I just, like, blind missed an upgrade that should be in one of these rooms. There's not even much room here. Right? Yeah, it's saying strike break should be... Aha! Give me that. There we go. Yes. Now I have a charge shot. Spoke. Yeah, I was supposed to get that much sooner because yeah, I expected to use slide, solar wind, sun green. Like you needed most of these to even get over that jump. But apparently, there's not a lot of spot for this upgrade. But the thing in the theater that I was blocked off by basically gets me a super version of this. So I needed to do that. Yeah, that door gave me crap for a long time. The whole reason I had to look that up was mostly to figure out what I was doing wrong. Alright. But also now that I'm aware that there's only like one other upgrade left, it really just boils down to cleanup at this point to beating the game. I don't think we're gonna be beating this tonight. I only say that just because I don't know. Because part of it is I have to like kind of like look through what I have and have it done at this point, and just make a big old checklist of what I have and haven't done. Because that's kind of been the I'll say is my actual legitimate criticism of this game, but it's still a minor one by the end of the day. Is I wish this game had a better like in-game checklist to like mark through what I have and haven't done and between areas. Oh yeah, I haven't done this room yet because oh god, yeah, I needed to like wall cling and all that. So that's probably a good thing I had to come back here. Oh shit. But yeah, what's the way to put it? I need to like look through the game, like a minor spoiler check, just to kind of like, okay, what is left for me to do? Because I'm gonna be honest, I've lost his track, and that's mostly because I've not been playing this all in one go. If I was playing this all in one go, we wouldn't have a problem. But because I'm trying to stream and pace myself, that's messed up my mental flow. Not the game's fault. That part of it's on me, but shit. Um, but yeah, I wish there was a checklist for like, if you haven't played in a little bit, or just kind of like I needed like this is what's still left to do in the game. I don't think this game really intends you to 100% it, or at least not make it feel mandatory. But I like to. So that pole there, or did I just spawn that? Okay. But yeah, I'm still enjoying this game, but I would really like a fucking checklist at this point to know what I have and haven't done, so I can sit down and complete it. There's not even like Steam achievements for this game, which surprised me. When I had to like recheck, and I'm like, oh yeah, there is no achievements for this. That's fine. It just I would have thought there would at least been some for just like all the progress and stuff. Bonk. This area requires a lot of upgrades. This is oh right, I had that note written down. Shoot past me, you buried that, didn't you? Ooh, hold on a second. I think that's now having the opposite problem of, unlike the Fugi, it's triggering too much. There we go. Yeah, because it was a little unsensitive. To clarify what I've been doing, I have a ViaTuber. It's a dedicated PNG tuber app, so it's running locally instead of having to use FugiTube. Because Fugi's fine, but that's more meant for like having good groups and stuff. Okay, so yeah, I just noticed the avatar was being a little bit sensitive because it is just running right off the mic. Yeah, that should be fine now. Alright. Whoop. Back. Down, girl. Come on. Alright. Hitting the go down button when I need to hit the go on walls button. And I think that would work. Ding dong. Okay. Other upgrade. There we go. But use the one that's meant to go on walls longer. Yep, you're an enemy. Kinda need that. Again, like, you're sort of just checking what the rest of the upgrades are. I legit thought there'd be an upgrade for tossing the weapon, and there's not. Like, I thought there'd be like a Sonic, like, oh, I could teleport to where I toss it, or that kind of thing. Nope. None of that. Which is weird. One of those things that makes me kind of think I've been coming up with cool ideas that'd be cool to see in a whoop, ow, in a sequel. But I don't know if this game would. Still learning stuff. Chairs give me power. I thought they were there as a joke. No, chairs just are comfy. Bump. Oh. That, and smack that. Yep, so that was that whole chain of events. I was just trying to refigure that out, yeah. There it is. That's the other stuff I need to get, is get lots of these keys. Oh, and there's a time trial around here, of course. Okay. Where's do you want me to start? Oh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah. Okay, that's actually the ending. Practice. Yeah, because I need to. Yep. Oh, yeah. This is kind of my point. I want to do these time trials on stream, but also I do not want to be sitting here all day stuck on a time trial or two. I kind of wanted to save those for later. Yeah, I can get it done in a minute, sure, but also like Ah! No, 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 no! God, the frickin'... I both love and hate the wall kick, because it is a fun power-up. Because, I mean, it is a wall jump, and technically a double jump, but having both hit in the same time is really annoying. What? Why did I do that? Oh, no, I didn't want to do a charge attack. Why was it doing that? I literally wasn't holding the button. Damn it! The chair's right. Can I sit on them? I didn't mean to hit that. Oh, boy. There we go. Ay. No, go with it. Grab the thing! Ah! No, no, no! Cling, not kick! Ah! No, no, no! No, no, no! Stop doing that! Ugh! I really wish the kick had a shorter end lag. I know that's kind of the point for the hover, so I can't be too mad about the little double jump esque effect it has. But also, it makes using the cling really annoying because I gotta be careful with using it. Why am I not grab the pole? Damn it! You liked grabbing him earlier. I gotta go find a health point. So at least there's a save point right there, so what I probably should do, just be safe, is... Dash up. Oh, stop with the backflips. Okay. Settle down a little bit, be cool, be groovy. Boop. I was holding cling! I need to, like... Why? It was working earlier. Okay, I think this must be like a cutoff point between the bottom of the post and... Oh! Okay. So because it's a rotating object, I'm actually keep getting a height. So I should be like, once I cling onto it, I should stay on it for a moment. Of course, the moment I actually try to do that, it doesn't work. Cling the wall! Why won't you do it? There we go. A little bit to get some height back. Oh my god! Oh wait, I think part of the problem is... Yeah, they want you to hit it with the side of the hitbox, but because of how... Yeah, I had to like turn in air so that her hand is touching the wall. That's really annoying. Yeah, they want me to do that. Okay, that's... Going up. There we go. Okay. Oh, come on. I hit it with the side of my hitbox. That's what you want. Yeah, you gotta hit it with the side, not the front. I kind of wish it was a little bit more lenient. Feel like it's done that way because it is a semi-kludge around the exact problem I'm having. All right, so there's one up there, one down there. I need 1, 2, 3. Yeah. There we go. Sorry for the camera, but I gotta make this work. Oh, no, 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 no! No! Yeah, it's getting that topmost one. And the two there on the grates. But, okay. Honestly, this is probably going to be helpful in learning how to use the wall cling correctly, because, man, that thing was giving me problems. And it really boils down to you have to use her hands as the aiming hitbox for it, not her front. Which is kind of weird for a power-up like that, but okay. Now that I'm also refiguring out that, oh yeah, the thing gets height the more you continuously wall ride across multiple surfaces. Okay. Um... Oh... So, okay. Back that. Dash over there, dash over there. Spinny, spin, spin. Okay. Kick over there. No! I ran out of kicks! Oh, I almost had it! Okay. Come on. Come on. Get a little bit of extra height. Just be safe. Okay, we got it. In the aspect of a guardian, got a new outfit. Yeah, this one fucks. I like this one. Granted, it's part of it because it exposes my butt again, but also just... I like this kind of outfit. It's shoulder pads. I know people mock shoulder pads. I like them. Okay, that was rough, but wasn't impossible. Just okay. That at least helped me like relearn some things real quick. Okay. Now that I can kind of cool back off a little bit. So now I got the key in the keep. So I need to go back to Underbelly and do the theater. Okay. Yeah, because Underbelly I kind of ignored for a little bit after I got the upgrade there, but I know there's stuff to do, and now that I got most of my abilities, yeah, and especially because that one's kind of read to be the... Because this one's reading as key 5 for me, so... I'm not crazy? No, this one's listed as key 4. But, huh. But either way, I think Underbelly's meant to be key 2. So I gotta go back and find that, which is supposed to be, yeah, surrounded by holes. Alright, that's information at least. Okay. Cannonball! Okay, there's less in here than I thought. At least it feels like it. Yeah, this is the area that gave me trouble. Okay, so... Now that I got a lot more movement tech, this should be a lot easier to get around. Yeah, because I didn't have like I got bounce in this area, but I also still needed things like double jump. Okay. There we go. Oh, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Oh, great. Sure. Okay. That's a big fucking switch. Holy crap. Big fucking switches. Yeah, because it looks like you could do this without Cling. But Cling's definitely going to make this a lot easier because I can just do this. Okay, I thought you would grab onto the ledge when... Yep. Okay. That was my babe. Okay. How do they want you to do this? How do they want you to do this? Ah. That's a bit grating. Bottom fish. Alright. Oink, donk. Can I make that? Well, apparently I can. But why wasn't I swinging? There we go. Yeah, it's crap like this that makes me think I have an air dash or something, but... Oh, wait. That may require that other upgrade. I gotta go back to theater. Because if that works the way if that's seeming like how it works... Yeah, I gotta go to theater now. Okay, where's theater at? Where's theater at? Phase left dungeon. Oh my god, it's gonna take me so long to get back to theater. Don't you toot at me. Okay. So... Because I know that other upgrade is like a charge projectile, so which makes me think with that switch, they want me to have that so I can shoot the switch with the charge attack. Which means I have to go to the theater where the key's at in that one. Which means I'm going to be doing Underbelly last. Okay. Now that I kind of figured that out. Okay. Alright, I saw that green aspect clipping through the wall. Go. Again, I gotta check mark for myself. So bounce, bounce, bounce. Okay, it's gonna be a long walk back to theater because I had to get all the way over here to get the Kraken upgrade. I missed. Whoosh, whoosh. Okay. So other than looking at like the power up thing, and mostly it was just to like kind of refigure out the order in my head. Yeah, honestly, I've been fine not doing this without a guide. And really, the only reason I had to look at that guide for that one thing was just because I plumb forgot about that one room, and I didn't think I could do it yet. Now for the jams. All right. Come on, let's go, let's go. All right, this is the weirdest. Wait a minute. 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 Grab. Sure. Okay. Works for me. Nyum. Oh god, the getting used to the new VTuber program is gonna take me a second, but also it needs to fixing my audio balance a little bit. Okay. Brr. First try, hell yeah. I'm the best. Are those chains climbable or are they aesthetic? Aesthetic! That just... Oh, fuck. Ma'am, I do not want room service. Ow. Ding dong. Glorious camera angles. Come on. There we go. Stop it now. Quit it. Cease. Now. Okay. Ah. Flippy slide over here. Oh yeah, this area is like riddled with wall clings, damn you. Wall clings will work. Alright. Do. Chat's a little quiet today, but no noise is needed if anyone's lurking about or whatnot. Which I did add the lurk button finally, so you can just spend a point to lurk. It is just kind of one of those days, though. I get it. The only reason I'm streaming is to keep the schedule up. And I wanted to, but... Alright, so... So I need to go this way. I need to go grab the charge for this. And I can do that in the air. I can go down here. The heck is this room geometry? It's tight and cramp is what it is. Holy crap. Oh yeah, I think that's for the... Oop. Whoop! Oh shit! Did it break again? Yeah, it did. Ah, damn it. OBS broke my speakers again. Ah, that means I was streaming for a good, what was it? 40 minutes without the game audio. Damn. Ah, sorry about that. To explain the short one on that, this is sometimes OBS forgets my second stereo device. Sometimes I had to do the whole frickin'... Ah, man. Alright, so there's the chart shot. It takes a power meter to do that. Okay. Is there a way to balance it? Because I don't think I'd honestly use that much for combat. There we go. Yeah, sorry about the lack of game audio. That was purely a mistake on my part. Well, half my mistake, half OBS not working. I don't know what caused, because it's only my main speakers that keeps, like, just forgetting. I don't know, I can still do the charge attack, it takes a meter to do it. Okay. I thought it made like I couldn't do a period unless I had a charge point. So where's the... What? I knew there was a first-person mode last time. It straight up told me you could... Okay. That sucks, I don't know if I can edit back in, like, the music or whatever. I had to, like, actually pull down the VOD and fix the audio at that point. I don't know how to do it. Oh well. Wasn't any new music, so it's fine. Still sucks, though. I missed! What the frag did I miss? That's also a fun puzzle, but sheesh, it's a little rude for just getting the power up. Oh, where am I going now? Oh, down. No, that's where I just was. All of it. Okay, there we go. There's a pole here. Yeah. See, that's my problem with the wall kick. I really wish you didn't. It's great as a double jump. It's great as the wall jump ability. It's really annoying that I gotta do both. Especially back to back like that. Oy. This is intended to just be a way back? That was stupid, because this is just where you... Oh, boy. What a puzzle. Did I miss? I missed. There we go. Oh, yeah, I need to... Okay. Second. Gain a little bit, that should probably help. Yeah, I've seen a lot of phantom bobs just because of my speakers that I use to listen to the game audio technically triggering the mic, but the OBS filter should be filtering that out. Yeah, it's being a little weird. Okay. There we go. Hey! There's the key. So, that's the key here. That's the upgrade here. I think there's a time trial here I skipped last time because I had a hard time getting it. I know there's one here, there's one in the tower. Jeez, there must be actually a fair few options. Okay. Need to go... This way, this way. Yeah, because any of the ways that can take me back to Underbelly quickly. That's the last key. Because in theory, with getting the last key, I'll be at endgame, because that's where the top of the tower needs. But I know I'm missing a fair few things. Actually, there's that frickin' time trial I was just talking about. Oh, you can retain that bubble jump state for a while, but yeah, as far as I can tell, there is no upgrade that ties into, like, basically getting that bubble state forever. I thought you would get one like that. Now I need to see if I can find a save point real quick before even trying this time trial. No, it'll murder the crap out of me. This goes to cancel. There was a closer save point, but it may have missed it at this point. This is a dilapidated dungeon. This is kind of my exact plan I was having earlier with, like, a lack of a checklist. There's no way to, like, easily spot or find a, items. Like, the map just tells you where to, like, where you can and can't go. Which is fine, but there's no, like, markers for save points, power-ups you haven't collected yet, that kind of stuff. That's all I'm asking for. I wish that map had a little bit of information, and even if it wasn't directly on it, at least give me a checklist of, like, this is what's in this zone, this is what's in this zone, kind of thing. Because I'm thinking of, Fusion and Zero Mission. When you beat the game once and reload a save file, it gives you a checklist of everything in there. But that also gives you the, well, the big and small dots. Because, yeah, it's like, at least having the thing is good to know. They're like, oh, I've done that already. But it's also hard to remember, like, wait, where did I get that from? Is there anything else I should be worried about in that area? Because if you don't have it, you're not going to recall it. That was my whole problem the last couple power-ups, was I didn't have them, therefore I didn't have them marked off that I did them. Alright. It's way easier to do with the wall claim. that kind of worked out. No. Try it again. I had the right idea, but... No, I don't want the air backflip. I want the... Here we go. Back on the pole. Okay, there. No. Okay, fine. That actually worked. No! Killed myself. Oh, damn it! I want me back over there! Man, this time trial's rough. Kind of for all the wrong reasons. I just want to reset the fucking time trial. Let me go back. Let me go back. No. Yeah, this one's. I don't think that counts as a save point either, so I can't just reboot and go back. Back up here just to chuck myself. Turn that off, try again. No. Yeah, I don't know what it expects me to do in that spot, because it's like, well, that's clearly a wall. Nope. God damn it! Boss! This one's kind of frustrating. It's solvable, it's doable, but there's some things I feel like I'm just not quite doing right with my abilities. Like, it feels like there should be a way to, like, slide up a little faster, or even, like, just angle my wall cling to be able to grab the ledge. That's all I want to do. So there. Nope. There's the problem where I do the ground pound sometimes, I don't want to. That one. Nope. Once I'm there... Got it! Woo! Sweet! What do we get? Aspect of class. So, smaller sweater, big paint. Not a bad one. I think I'll still stick with the Guardian one, though. This has been my favorite so far. Okay, now that we got distracted by that, let's... Okay, all the way back to Underbelly. Actually, wait, the Bailey would be a good way to do it, because there's an entrance there. Boy, one of my favorite songs. And this area is small in comparison to everything else. You got some big rooms with fun platforming challenges, but there's not a lot of here. Also, still in desperate need of a checkpoint, guys. Like, what the fuck? And there's one. Wait, can I long range hit a checkpoint? No, I have to hit it with the stick. Good question, though. Back to Underbelly. Okay, this is actually a pretty good entrance, too, because... pretty close to that key. Yeah, missing a couple side abilities, and I know one of them's gotta be... somewhere. I swear I saw it when the camera clipped out on one of the other areas. It's a big zone. Oh, this area is so big! What the fuck? There's a note over here? On uppies! Give me the uppies. Thank you. I want to go to the sands area. Or is that an exit? Like, give me bubble stat. Now that I know I can retain this. There we go. Oh, this is not leading toward where I thought it would. Oh well. Can't see shit. Da, 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 da. An area that needs a key. Got a bit of a problem. I haven't been finding a lot of those lately. And now suddenly the violence. Oh, what the fuck has Ghost killed me? What was all that ruckus and tuckus for? Fuck words came out of my mouth? Fire door here. Extendo to that way. Little thing there, which probably another time trial or something. That key door at this rate. I need like 2 or 3 more keys? Boink, 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 B. Alright. Oh, there's a switch here. Smack. Dick move, game! Dick move! Don't like that. Didn't like sliding crap on moving platforms in Mega Man. I don't like it here. That is a dick move. Oi. Okay, there's a bashy door here. Oh, hello. I think I found that thing I clipped and saw earlier on accident. Martial Paris. Increased damage. Sweet. Need to get one last clear mind. I think there's another, like, extra ability. Awesome. That one's just straight good, because in case there ever is, like, a final boss or whatever, well, I can kick its ass faster. And this is why I want to make sure I want to have... I think besides the time trials, I think I'll give you outfits. I want to make sure I get everything else in the game by the time we're done. I think even time trial-wise, there's... Oh, there's another one. Oh, boy. I definitely feel like I've been doing some of these out of order on difficulty scale. Is that switch? Punk. Opens that path. Good for it, but... Oh, there's a switch all the way over there. Uh-huh. How purposely crafted the lighting is around here. Oh boy, it's hard to see where the hell I'm going. is on the northern end of the map. Ah! Oh shit, I was just bitching about those. Give me that. Up! Why? Well, lunch is trying to attack me. Okay, so... Where to? Oh! Can I have that back? Thank you. I am so very lost. This is which entrance? That one. I need the one even further south than I was on the same wall. It's gotta be like around here. Right. And this is where my sequence breaking around things starting to bite me in the ass. Because I have clearly lost track of the plot a little bit. There we go. Is this door? This door. Cool. Coolio. Fuck! Not the path this way. Should help me get back to where I was going earlier with that big key. Think I'm doing more damage? I don't think by much. It's probably like a +1 multiplier or something. Enough to where things die in like literally one less hits. They did feel faster, but I'm like, not by that much. But given combat's also somewhat rare in this game, you probably don't want it to be like having an optional upgrade so good it kind of ruins it. All that backtracking just to do this. There we go. Yep, that's the last of the keys. So I'm still missing like at bare minimum 2 heart pieces, if not more. Because I don't know what the final total is. I have like, what, 2 or 3 time trials left to go? I got the one here that I got still unlocked, the one in the tower, and I'll have to probably checklist to see which else I'm missing. I know by just the looks on here, I'm missing 1 clear mind and another upgrade. And just because of the looking stuff up earlier, I know I have all the rest of the major power-ups. So that leaves me in a bit of a quandary because I don't want to be looking things up that hard, but I would like to figure out some kind of spoiler-free-ish checklist. that or working with a co-com. Because Render is the one who recommended me playing this. He's not here right now, because I would have asked him directly, like, hey, like, let's just check this through what I have, don't have. Because I'm pretty sure if I take the keys to the tower, that's toward endgame, and I don't know how much endgame has at this point. So that leaves me in a weird situation. Like, two things I do easily recall are the time trials, but those only give me outfits. Those don't give me upgrades, and they don't give me pieces of heart. So, what time is it right now? Hour 20-ish? What I could do is at least get the last of the time trials done this stream for the stuff because again, I'm at that problem where I just don't recall everything. Because, yeah, I know there's that locked door over here, but we got a couple locked doors in other places, too, and I kind of want to hold on to the key until I know which is the bigger hunt. Yeah, because this is locked off. There's got to be a switch to activate it. Oh, I think I just barely saw a pixel of a switch off in the distance. Yeah, how do I get up there? That looks like there's something up there. Probably has to do with the doors. Because, yeah, there's probably a go around here. It takes me to a higher path. Oh shit! Hey buddy, how's it going? Ow! Man, this is not where the kitchen is. Stop chucking plates around a deep dank cave. Ah, shit. Whee! Knocking me in my leg for bubbles. Yeah! Off like a fraction. Did that do it? Yep. Also, that was not the door I was expecting to come out of. I thought I was going out of this one. Let's deal with this one again. Oh, right, that leads. Nope, 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 nope. Fuck that path. Sick and tired of that area. Whoops, I needed a slide jump. Wee. Alright. Let's give this one an honest shot. This probably is just a piss around this top area. Oh no. Yes, but also, holy crud, this is a little more complicated than I thought it was. Ow. I see where I messed that up. Okay. Oh, I'm not gonna beat it on my first try, but I can at least... Yeah, this one feels like a solid attempt. I also feel like I just need to route this one correctly. Yeah, this one's a bit weird. Blink, and... I did terribly on that one, but part of that's because I was literally learning the path. Let's go this way. Make it so I can work top downwards. Did it! I'm the best! Get up there! Here we go. I'm gonna leave that one last. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna make it again. I think I'm gonna go like a second short. Probably because I had a faff about with the buttons. Stop the trial, stop the trial. Okay. Oh man, my hands. Okay. Hey me, you know, be a smart idea? Cracking my fucking soda open. Okay. Wait, I'm stupid. There's a better way to do this. Right, that's the problem with... Yeah, there's that. Oh god, where did that drop me? Nope! Oh, I passed that one terribly. What the fuck was I thinking? Jesus. Oh, la 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 la. Okay. What's the time we're at right now? About minute or hour 30. You guys need a cool off. This feels like one of those situations it'd be easier if I, like, watched a video to do it. Oh god, I'm definitely missing a lot of these freaking... Yeah, I think... Part of me wants to just kind of save the time trials for, like, a spare stream at this point. The entrance... Ah, shit. Yeah, I'd rather just try to get all the park containers and optional power-ups and try to beat the game. Save time trials for another time. Especially because I probably need to, like, for a couple of these, I want to look up, like, optimal route vids just to kind of see where exactly am I following the order on these. Because even if there's not, like, a preordained order, there is a better path, because that's just how these are designed. And at least doing that small, like, an extra small, recheck on what power-ups I'm missing, like the little aspects. That one I kind of want. Just by seeing the description of it. For the most entrance. Back through this bum way. The devs in particular for that one. You're a jerk. Also, wait, where the... Oh, there. on up there. Yep, could have seen if I poked my nose in. Helica power. I can get an extra air kick. Which pretty much solves a lot of my major complaints I was just having, where like I feel like I needed one more kick to get some height or air. So now I gotta find the last of the clear mine, because all of these only have one. And I don't... It's call which ones I've gotten where. Yeah, there's also a second Good Graces. But he has a second one too? So the second empathy, a third clear mine, and a second good graces. And this is where I gotta like dig through my head to like track down which ones I haven't gotten. A lot of that spare air kick, because that's going to solve some problems, including the time trials. Immediately making itself useful. Okay. I'm really trying to mull, like, do I feel like going through the extra effort to 100%ing this or not? Because I'm legitimately torn. I'm enjoying this game, having a good time, but the 100%ing it is rough. And I don't know... I think the big complaint I'm having, and to be fair, I don't know, there's no good answer to this situation. If I 100% this, I don't think there's much of a bonus to doing that. Because, like, yeah, the time trials give you the costumes, which are great, but also, like... I don't think there's much for me to do after beating the game. Like, I don't know if there's a New Game Plus mode or anything like that. And I doubt it, probably because all the major aspects will be taken away. Probably the minors, too, since that's kind of the whole point. Yeah, I think this is the problem with 100%ing stuff. It's always hard to tell, like, when it's worth it or not. And, like, there's no Steam achievements, there's no... badges. I think honestly, if there was a Steam achievement for it, I would only do it just because I feel like I'm so close to getting everything. But since there's not Steam achievements, I'd almost rather just beat the game at this point. Again, I wouldn't mind still taking Wednesday to like go in and clear it, but I'd rather kind of just have the game done. So... A bitch! Right, there was... I know I forgot. Just saw that green aspect. So grab that. I think that's my last clear mine at this point. Something else. But... either way, I want to get this close to done. If not, just straight beaten, and then we can spend the next stream going in and clearing it out. Because I was thinking of like wanting to clear it out first and then beat the game, but I'm like, I have all the major power-ups. I have almost all the things I need, and what little stuff I don't have, I think is not necessarily not worth it, but me up here. That was my last empathy. Well, that's actually really good to get, because that just increases my power. Missing my last good graces, my last clear mind. I think that actually opened the time trial. Yep, there it is, because I haven't done it yet. I'll give it one shot, but... Oh, nope, that almost takes 2 minutes. Even on a good run, I'm gonna save it again. Same problem, I'd rather just kind of look at routes at this point to see where I'm going. But I'm gonna... I got distracted from that. I want to beat the game, and we can spend the next stream, especially because I could probably get Render back on or something to help out. And I'll be less worried about spoilers at that point. To just beat it. We'll at least give a better attempt for the time trial over here now. I did try it before. Mostly because now that I know I have all my abilities, there is no excuse for me to be bad at this. Here's the top of the tower. Where's the time trial? There's the big door with all the keys. Oh, there's the time trial. Right, this one was a little bit convoluted. Nope. Screwed that up. Yeah, that one feels like I need a path trace too, because those ones that don't have or not technically don't have a predetermined path, I really wish they did, because it would make it a lot easier to read where I'm going. Yeah, I think we're just gonna end up having a day that's all like time trial stuff. And no shade to Render for when I say this, because again, he was the one who pretty much said, like, hey, after, like, when I told him, hey, give me games to play because you donate all that much. I think this game was fun to play on streaming, but because of my own schedule snafuage and my own playstyle, it's kind of made it a little bit... I keep forgetting stuff that I would not forget, because if I played this normally, I would have just binged it in a week, if that. But because I've had to spread it out over a course of multiple weeks and skipping days, it's made a lot of gaps in my memory. My own fault for not keeping notes, lesson learned there, but yeah, like my own playstyle, my normal playstyle versus my streaming playstyle, kind of bashed heads there. So, I still thoroughly enjoy this game. This is a lot of fun. I love the movement. See, it makes a total line overstay. Yeah, that's honestly what I've been struggling with today in particular, because I'm like, I want to 100%. I feel like the game is worth doing it. But also, I kind of just want the game done because I got all the major stuff, and I've seen most of what the game has to offer. All the other challenges are just kind of... It's gonna make me not like the game, and I don't want to happen. What the... What the shit? Get out of me immediately. Ma'am? Oh, did she like possessed or something? Say, funnily enough, some of her design make it, like, especially her hair works, it make me think of how I would handle cancer. I'll show this to Neo later. I thought there'd be more bosses in this game, like, legitimately. Because I think there's only been, like, the one, like, somewhat major enemy, and now this is my boss. I thought this, because I read and saw the name still memory, I'm like, oh, okay, that's the last area. There's probably something to do in here. No, it's just this fight, as far as I can tell. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be the princess herself that the game kept talking about. Which is weird, because I thought we were saving her, not kicking her ass. I'm also wondering if this is like the closest. Granted, the game's not going to give me a clear answer. But... Oop. That's game. Okay. Yeah, it just booted me right back to the title screen. What happens if I hit continue? Well, I go back to the distant or to the deserted memory. Well, alright then. That's game clear, great. But, yeah, I kind of guessed as I was going to that fight, I'm like, I'm not going to get much of an answer for what the hell's going on, huh? And even the game comments that Sybil's a freaking weirdo and furriness. Huh. I also thought there'd be credits to roll. Let me just save over here. Is there a credits in the menu? Yes. Pop those in. Oh, well, that's it. Okay. Well, let's throw those up for a little bit to appreciate the team, because the game is. Yeah, it kind of has that feel, because yeah, I get a lot of vibes of Metroid Prime, especially the first game. Like, it reminds me of Prime. It reminds me of older Zeldas like like Majora. And yeah, it just became like a schmovement playground, which, to be fair, I appreciate. It is a lot of fun. But I can kind of tell, and I'd have to double check this because I want to say you brought this up. It feels like this was a game that was a Game Jam project, and then they just kind of polished it up to be sold, which is fine. I think that's perfectly valid. But it's also stuck in that middle ground of I both want more of the game, and I also think like the game is perfectly fine and serviceable as it is now. It's kind of that weird like in between state. Yeah, originally made for Metroidvania month 29? Oh god. Yeah, it's 29. So yeah, it was meant to be. It was purposely meant to be a Metroidvania. Being in a Game Jam cat. Yeah, so originally made for the Game Jam. That means that was the Game Jam version. Yeah, this version's. I wish it had. There was some technical polish here and there. I think the game needs, but it's so minor that I can forgive it. Especially because look at this team list; it's not that big. Whereas, when it comes to because I wish there was a couple more bosses. I wish like every area got a boss, or at least every other area. Because there were some points where I thought I'd be like even getting the key in the keep. I thought I'd be getting a boss fight. Nope. You just you do a platforming puzzle. You open the door, and there's a key. There's no boss fight. There's no boss fight in the underbelly. There's no boss fight. That's what I get for messing with my Transformers while I'm talking. There's not a lot of boss fights. And I kind of wish they got a couple more, especially because there's entire upgrades dedicated to your combat. Like both major and minor. But combat is so seldomly used in this game. Which is frustrating. But that's also one of those things where I'm like, on the other hand, this game is brisk. We've only taken 3 streams to beat it. Each stream was about, 2-3 hours tops. Like I said, I could have knocked this out in a weekend in my own time if I wasn't streaming this. And the speedrunning or doing like the time trials and cleaning it up will take a stream, maybe 2. That's not bad. Like, this is an easy, like, solid, like, if you're going for 100%, yeah, about 10, 12 hours? Give or take some guide checks and give or take some, time trial, time trial troubles. I thoroughly enjoy Al. This is probably one of my favorite games I've played this year. I got frustrated with it, but in a way of I know what the game is asking for me or trying to ask of me, but getting it to behave in the hands is a little weird. It feels like this game feels indie. And I mean that in both as a compliment and at sometimes as a derisive. Like, but the way I'm frustrated, I'm frustrated of I wish this game got more updates to kind of polish it up, or a sequel. Like, I legitimately would love to see a sequel, but given how this game works story-wise, if you're gonna do a sequel, it would have to be either in-name only or spiritually. Like, you don't call it Pseudoregalia, but you make it the next game done by the Pseudoregalia staff, and it plays the same way. Or you make it just, the Pseudoregalia 2, and you don't even get Sybil back. Because I can see, like, dropping Sybil, as much as he's an awesome design, as a way to excuse having different movement tech. and then bring Sybil back as like a side mode or something in that game to kind of like combine tech together. I'm thinking of like how Azure Striker Gunvolt did it, where you had GV and Copa. The return of the Revenger Cooler. But yeah, I like this game. It's been a lot of fun. I've gotten to enjoy it. I'm still gonna keep to my word that on Wednesday, well, probably sit like after I do like some. Now that I beat the game, I'm much more okay with opening up a guide properly and just check mark off everything I need to get done, and then just kind of clean it out and kind of have like a more proper final thoughts. And it's well, just a good discussion on like what we want to see in games, because I am a sucker for good exploration and good movement. And I have to specify good exploration in a way of I don't like big open world games a lot of the time, because a lot of them have the same problem of here's this big expansive space, there's not a lot to do. Like, I know it's hip to hate on Sony for a lot of things, and for good reason, but Insomniac's work on the Spider-Man games are really good because you're playing Spider-Man. New York in those games is huge, but it's not so huge that it wastes your time, and everything you do with it is using some form of your tools. I like that. This did this on a much more distilled and smaller level, which I think is still a lot of fun. I just wish there was a little bit more combat. And like I was guessing throughout the streams, like, I want an air dash. I want like a second climb ability that makes me go straight up walls. That kind of stuff. I'm like, there is stuff you could do with how this game plays and add on and like just yes and it would be so fucking fun. Like, that's why I'm like, I would love to see a sequel. Will we get one? Probably not. That's fine. But I would love to see a sequel. And that kind of the same my logic with the Spider-Man games. You have so many tools and abilities you can use in those games, and it just feels fun being Spider-Man going around town. I like that form of exploration and, like, not necessarily completely open design, but enough to where I can actively explore the places I'm in. That's why I have complaints with Breath of the Wild, because you just get given all your tools immediately, and then you don't get any growth throughout the entirety of the game. So getting around Hyrule in Breath of the Wild was a slog. I know it's theoretically better in Tears of the Kingdom, but Tears of the Kingdom also has, like, they completely rejiggered the abilities. There's an entire Sky World now, and there's the Underground. And a fucked up Hyrule map. Like, oh god, there is even more to do in that game, which is why I haven't even picked it up. Because I'm like, I don't want to I didn't like Breath of the Wild because it was so aimless and vast. I didn't want to do it again. It's kind of why I'm like, I want to go for any 3D Zelda game, like, go back to the older style. Like, if you're gonna make big maps, at least make the fucking dungeons more important, so it feels like I actually can, like, there's a balancing act when it comes to making like an overworld and that and exploration and that kind of thing. I like it to where I don't get given all the abilities or make it really easy to get the ability to travel around the map wherever and however I want. I like the ability to earn my exploration tools so I can get to places I couldn't go to before. And that's what the old Zelda games encouraged. I liked that. This did this really well, very much in the style more closer to a Metroid Prime game, which is what I enjoyed. I just wish there was more. And more like, give me more bosses, give me more stuff. Because the narrative's also very interesting, especially with the game pretty much spelling it out at the end here that it was a nightmare. Which is kind of interesting. Do I completely wrap my hand around what the story is? No. But I don't think you're supposed to, and that's fine. And I think that's also... That's something I think some stories need to be okay with, is you don't want to give all the answers. And this game really kind of felt like a... Make your own narrative, not necessarily make your own narrative, make your own decisions on what the story means. And I kind of resonate with that ending a little bit. But yeah, I think this game's going to stick with me for a little bit. I'd like to do this for like AP stuff or whatever. But yeah, it's good to kind of like think and chew on this for a little bit. As for yeah, I think probably a good time to start wrapping it because blah blah blah. I can only push so much today. Until further notice, I want to get back to playing this and doing a lot of the cleanup because I don't think there's much left for me to clean up. Like, let me just look at my own. I'm probably missing what, a heart or two in my save. There's like the one clear mind, the one good graces I was missing. I was missing like 2 green dots somewhere. And then it's time trial cleanup. Like most of that stream is just going to be time trials. Going down the list of which ones I haven't done, which could probably involve an extra bonus stream. I don't know. Or we'll just do a long one on Wednesday. We'll see how it goes. But I'd like to at least do a little bit of cleanup. But I think it's probably for the best that we do that on a separate stream, just because I can tell my hands are not in it right now for the time trials, and I'll give at least one more stream attempt at it, and if I can't do it, I can't do it. I can gamer hard, but there are some things where even I'm like, for what it's worth, it's no longer worth it. But that's not to say that this game gets a negative on it. But yeah, I think we'll be doing that on Wednesday, and Friday will be Final Fantasy. Any of the stuff I was going to be worrying about this week is pretty much not a factor. So yeah. So as far as schedule this week, there'll be more Pseudoregalia, or at least a little bit more cleanup on Pseudoregalia on Wednesday. And if I end up just quitting out early on time trials, I'll find something to do. Probably another Mega Man game. And as for Friday, yeah, it'd be more Final Fantasy. It'd be more Final Fantasy. So and then we gotta figure out what I want to do after that. Yeah, as I definitely do some little bit of tweaking with the new VTuber program. I think part of it's just with how I talk keeps clipping it on and off the cutoff, but I don't want it too low. Otherwise, like the background noise gets hit with it. Part of it was like how I pause, and sometimes that just messes it up. So I'll have to figure that out. God, I can tell my brain's a little fried right now. I'm surprised I got through that so quickly. But yeah, game's good. In some ways, I want more. In some ways, I wish that there was a smidge more polish, but nothing, not any of my complaints really hold against the game at all. I'm not gonna bother like a rating system or anything. I'm just gonna say no. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I wish there was more boss fights. I wish the combat had a little bit more depth to it, like a second attack button. I wish I had more movement check. I wish there was a couple more areas, but also this game is nice and bite-sized enough that you can knock it out in an act, like a day, maybe 2, which I think is also perfectly valid. If I asked for any more, the game I think would go on for longer, which is not good either. So, But I think I'll have a better decision what we'd be doing for other game clearing stuff on Wednesday, because I can cycle through a few options, and knock on wood, I am kind of hoping that I can get at, because the shop I'm trying to get that CRT at isn't open. I want to see if I can get that deal for snagging it. But I'm not going to know until tomorrow, because if that's the case, I could see pivoting plans a little bit for Wednesday to kind of like, even if it's not going to be as much visible to you guys, testing around with the CRT instead. We'll have to see. But I'm also very much willing to, like, maybe on Tuesday, maybe on Thursday, doing a bonus stream for that, like, to have like a day of testing and a day of Pseudoregalia cleanup. It just comes down to how things line up, because yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get that until tomorrow, and I haven't even heard back from the guy yet, because I could have gotten it Friday or Saturday, and the reason why I didn't was because when I went to the store to test it, the audio on it was a mess. And we don't know if that was the CRT or what we were using to test the CRT. So it is but I want to hopefully thanks to a donation from Render on Coffee, I have a good chunk of the cash to probably get it. I just have to like it's like 125 and I have like 100. And I just want to see if I can wiggle it down to 100 and not spend any more than I need to. We'll see. Maybe I'll get a deal. Maybe I won't. I'm not stressed about it. But that same logic, if you want to donate, got the bits, got subs, got the coffee page. Donate when you can. It's not required, but I have to shill. And as for, yeah, in terms of anything else, yeah, I'll probably again do a cleanup stream on Wednesday, and we'll see how long that takes us. And I maybe do something else either on Wednesday, or I, in theory, doing a bonus stream on Tuesday, Thursday. We'll see. Friday will still be Final Fantasy, and yeah, next week is where we're gonna have to definitely start doing a new game, which will depend on like getting that new CRT and stuff. We'll see what happens. But in the meantime, for once I want to see if I could raid somebody, and I don't know who could we raid. I think Edo Bean was one of the people who works with Proton and John. We can go raid them because they only have a couple of viewers. Yeah, let's go do that. All right. Let's just do a normal raid. So yeah, let's go raid Edo Bean, and I will cut the stream from here. Take it easy, everybody. I messed up my buttons.